What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to ROP, Round of Play podcast, where we discuss all things football, in particular the EPL. The international break is over and the European competitions are back. The EPL is back, the Champions League is back, and all the FA Cups and Carling Cup is also back. But in today's episode, we're going to be previewing the weekend games, the key weekend games, as well as talking about some of the hot topics that has gone on in the world of football. And joining me as usual at the regular panel, or some of the regular panel, Mr. Jude is here and Mr. Johnny Boy is here. How are you guys feeling today?
I'm happy to be here. Hopefully some people don't have any reason to laugh at the weekend.
And then Johnny Boy, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm good to be here. Like you said, thank God for us. The international window is done till March next year. So we have uninterrupted 4 months or 5 months of pure football, the Champions League, the FA Cup, the Carling Cup, and the leagues.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, we're very happy.
Hopefully, Arsenal doesn't continue the trend they started before international
Don't
break.
worry, we are good.
Hopefully, turn a new leaf.
We are going to go there. But let's start with some of the hot topics. Since you brought up Arsenal, I'll start with Arsenal then. Johnny, but I'm sure you've probably seen this, that Arsenal are exploring the plan to increase the size of the Emirates to 80,000 seaters. You know, so we're going to be topping.
Big topic.
Yeah, we're going to be the biggest EPL ground if that happens. What is your
No leaking roof.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think United is planning 100, but I'm not sure. There were rumors that
Yeah, we're talking about Arsenal right now. Leave United alone, please. We are two United guys here. We are two Arsenal fans here. Let's keep United to the side.
True.
They can't do without us.
I'm joking. Yeah, Johnny, but what is your initial reaction to that?
So my initial reaction to that was both-sided. So on one side, I'm happy because we're good, like you said, biggest ground. Minus that, I think there are fans that are on the waiting list. I was hearing stories of people are always on waiting list. So now maybe some of those fans can actually get seats, and also more revenue for the club as well too, because they can obviously get more money. But on the other side, knowing Arsenal, the club we have been down this road before. I remember when we moved from the Highbury to Emirates. It's the same to me. It's the same scenario we're in right now, because now the rumors that it's going to cost about $500 million dollars or pounds to construct that. So now my question now is he going to come from player sales like before? So we have to generate the money, or the owners are going to step in and handle that aspect, or they will say, okay, you know what, any amount you generate, you can use on the stadium, but then we're going to still pump money into the club for play, because we cannot be back that road before where we're selling all our best players and we're just working with bare minimum. We've gotten to a stage right now where the next goal is to win the league. So you cannot just take us 20 years back or 15 years back. That doesn't make any sense. So that's just my fear. And if I'm to judge by previous antics, I'm leaning towards the second one, which is we might have to be selling our best players. So that's just my fear for right now. But like you said, it's still a rumor. So I don't think they've come out to actually claim that they want to do it. But I think they should do it, because most clubs now, even Chelsea is trying to build a new stadium. United is trying to build. Everton Stadium is going to be ready, I think, next year. Tottenham Stadium is obviously, even City is trying to expand their own stadium. So every club is trying to get bigger and stuff. So I'm up for it. Just that I don't want my team to suffer for it. That's just my own reaction to that.
I'm going to stay on the side, that other side that you're staying, but for me it's not going to be player sales. I just think yes, they are going to do it to make more revenue, but the people that are going to enjoy it more is going to be like hospitality. I did a video that I released on my own channel, Dr. Toast Corner on YouTube. Please check that out, subscribe, I also give my takes on Arsenal, and I said that it's just going to be more hospitality boxes, because right now the Emirates generates most of its money from hospitality, right? So I'm sure when they increase to 80,000, there's going to put that's plus 20,000, right? Probably another 15,000 hospitality boxes, and then maybe 5,000 for the other regular guys. For me, yes, make money, that is fine, but are they going to reinvest in the team? Evidence shows that they're not going to reinvest in the team. Yes, they signed Declan Rice, but that's one signing. They signed Havertz, waste of money. That's just two signings in a long time. There's all this sprinkle here of Aubameyang here or Ozil there and Sanchez there, but overall, they've not shown sign of actually investing or reinvesting in the team. So it's good for them commercially, but does that mean we're going to start winning trophies now? I doubt it. Jude, what's your
That's the conundrum.
exactly? Jude, what's your 2 cents on this?
For me, I think it's a good, it's all good money. Like make more money is good always for clubs, for shareholders and stuff. But I don't think you might sell your best players for say from the angle. If you sell your best players, then I'll probably hold it on your technical director and Ateta not being
It has happened before,
not,
remember?
yeah, that's under Wenger. There was a different leadership then. Now it's a different leadership now. So I
Same
think
concrete,
these
please.
guys
Same concrete.
they'll probably want to keep you guys entertained, right? And motivated. If they see that selling players will not drag people coming in again and other stuff. So I feel it's more like it's either going to be like I'm looking from the angle of a constrained budget. So now you might not have money to not even sell players, but buy players. So they might want to repay that loan, might be their major goal or something, and to also balance the book.
Yeah.
So you might not have money, like the revenue they're going to generate from hospitality might not be enough, right? So they still need to service the loan. So the money coming from other competitions that you guys are probably not gonna win but participate. That's money for participation will go towards
No
there.
wala.
So maybe it might constrain your budget in the transfer window and make you become handicapped. That's what I think.
Which will make us
In the
to
long
sell
run,
players.
you may not want to fail. If your players are still winning you second, you might not want to sell them now.
But you have no
That's
option.
the
You might have no
You might
option.
not
That's
want to
just
sell
like you
them.
said. No, it's not about you
You
not
might
wanting. You think Wenger
you might
wanted to sell
actually just
Fabregas?
You might win league in the next 6 years, right? You might just win the
This
league
guy.
and then you just balance what I'm not
do
Sharon
you
is
think
no, yeah, we're still getting stray bullets. All right, no problem. Carry on.
do you think Wenger wanted to sell those guys? He didn't want to, but they had to because he needed
Please, let's
money.
leave Wenger aside alone. Anyways, we'll have this debate again when it actually happens. For now, that's our initial reaction. Stay tuned as the story develops. And another hot topic that happened, we kind of missed talking about it last in our previous episode, Johnny Boy, is the story of David Coote.
A wonderful
Yes,
referee.
David Coote. There was a video of him
Mr. Snowman.
way back in 2020 doing a fake interview with supposedly his friend, an ex-cricketer, and he called Klopp the C word and some xenophobic things. But that's not all. The thing also developed more with further investigation, showed him reportedly doing sniffing cocaine in a hotel. Then there are text
Mr. Snowman.
messages of him, ordering the cocaine before and during games. So I'll start with you, Jude, this time. What is your initial reaction to that story? Like, is it should he just be suspended a bit, or he can come back later? We should forgive
It's
him.
quite alarming. Just like you seeing a priest doing something immoral. So he's an umpire. I don't think you want to stand on building that integrity, right? So there's a case of him being anti-Liverpool and exhibiting it on the pitch, and then there's also a case of code of conduct. So happens to be okay. What's the rule for behaviors, right? I don't really know much about I've not looked into the rules of their behavior, but I believe they're probably not allowed to do that, right? So if footballers are not allowed, I don't think they're allowed to snort and do those stuff.
I even read today that they tried to invite him to come and do a drug test, and he refused.
You're probably still on it. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So for me, suspension would not pass a good message. I think he has to be relieved, just to pass a good message to the other referees, like discipline. We all stand with integrity, and otherwise there will be much more controversy with EPL referees now. Like it will just be so easy to hang on that. But there will still be controversy. But I think that case of snorting that is a different case because now the look is that if he reacts differently in a match now, players can abuse him with that. Like, not just that, like fans many things will happen. So
not just even
the best case scenario,
not just even players, even right now, all the pictures of him on the internet,
fans
showing
too.
pictures of
If he
him
blows,
like with his nose
if he blows
wide.
something wrong against Man U or Arsenal, you see the fans rubbing white with all those stuff. So it's like he's already in a mess. Just die it down by sending him on. He can go behind the stuff to be a VAR referee, but not like I even think that one is even hard because your name will still be on the list.
That one is worse.
So it's even stuff because I'm trying to imagine maybe he can go down to non-league, like start if they want to save give him career, but I think he should just be relieved and to use set as an example. That's what I think in this scenario. Like he's gone beyond. These are the two ones we caught him. We don't know the other ones that he's doing.
Yeah, there's even another picture that I've not verified, so I'm not going to talk about it. About him and some other EPL people in Indonesia with some. I don't know, in Thailand with some. You understand? So, but yeah,
one of the worst places.
Well, other places are available. Anyways, what's your initial reaction, Johnny Boy?
So I agree with Jude a little bit, but maybe because of the human side of me, I'm going to say
forgive him.
Yes, suspend him, but I think suspension should be maybe a year because at the end of the day, right? Let's be honest, and truth, we know this. Most of those referees have been biased. It's just because, like you said, he was caught on tape. Most of the referees said. I remember Atkinson. Was it Atkinson that when Mikel accused him of calling him the N word during the game? Yeah, he was so pissed off with Mikel, right? And I'm very sure it must have skewed his mindset towards Chelsea. Forget Mikel, just Chelsea alone, you probably have a bias against Chelsea just because of Mikel. So I believe most referees have that. It's just because they caught this guy. So I feel the best punishment is more like a year, and that the year only is because of the snorting of cocoa. That's why, not because of the whole Liverpool stuff.
But even the Liverpool one,
I do not even agree with the suspension because
the Liverpool just maybe doesn't.
Johnny Boy, I want you to look at this angle now. Dr. Toh said they called him for drug test. He's refusing the drug test.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why he's suspended for a year.
He's probably hard on it. If you're suspending him for a year, it means he has to go to rehab. Like,
which is fine because
he's not going to be okay.
It's the same thing that happened to you guys. Remember Ferdinand, when he had the 1 year suspension. It's the same thing. The same. He refused.
Ferdinand is an individual. This is a referee that can decide 22 people's and millions of fans.
He's still an individual. At the end of it, he's still an individual. Yeah,
it's more of an officiating individual. It's just like you. Yeah, so let me explain something. You're comparing that. You're comparing a principal of a school or a teacher of a school and a pupil of a school.
But the punishments are the same, though. If you want to,
the punishments shall be the same, but the punishment should be the same for a teacher.
Are you telling me that back in your CU days,
the punishment are not the same?
And they slap teacher.
That's expulsion. It's just simple expulsion for both of them.
Exactly.
But when it comes to football now, players they belong to a team. They don't belong to just EPL. They belong to a team. So now, EPL is deciding, or the football body now will have, like FIFA will have to be the one to decide for the player because that governs the whole body, like the player, the team and stuff. So I just feel like there's no way around it. It's very difficult. The human side of player wants to help him, but at the same time, it doesn't look helping. So
all the players they caught with coke and all this thing, they were just suspended for like
they'll suspend you and you come back.
Exactly. So that's why I feel, like you said, he should go to rehab and then work on himself, and then 1 year should be back.
Those are the things
right. For me, I don't like to.
Those are the things that they have to assess.
For me, I don't like to compare cases, whether player or this thing. Each case is different. Each scenario is different. For me, for what he said, yes, he might be xenophobic. That one can be trained out of him, right? We'll talk about someone else and get it like that. And but the one of him ordering cocaine before the match start or sending message at halftime, come on, that's a habit that you don't want an official. Yes, it can go to rehab, but it should not be in the job that he is. He can go and do something else. I'm not saying they should ban him for life. He can't get a job elsewhere, but officiating a high-level professional sport where, although to be fair, it was functional, there are very few decisions that you can say it's been bad, but on the other hand, it's not it's
I
not it's
mean,
not becoming.
Coke,
You don't want
Coke,
you don't
Coke,
want pe-
Coke doesn't really alter
and
your
it's
this thing
illegal.
like
It's
that.
illegal. You don't want someone that is high up in that kind of profession should be representing something
Yeah.
illegal. I think
True, true.
You
Which,
can't
you
which,
tell
always have
what's
to,
what's his
organization will have to always distance themselves from those kind of claims. But
which is very true.
we'll see what happens. And speaking about someone that's going for education, I don't know if you heard about the story of Rodrigo Bentancur that has been suspended for 7 games now for reportedly using a racial slur against his teammate, Human Song. Human Song forgave him, but the EPL, I think the FA, has decided to give him a 7-match ban, and the 7-match ban is going to miss.
They are doing too much to me.
He's going to miss lots of games. He's going to miss games including
You're
Manchester
playing
City,
imagine.
Liverpool, Chelsea, and their Carabao quarter-final cup against clash
United.
against Manchester United. Those are some of the games that he's going to miss.
Though I heard that they are going to appeal
Yeah,
it. Though.
they're
Tottenham
appealing
going
it.
to appeal.
He's also going to be fined £100,000 and is going to be sent for education on.
Educational.
Yeah. So what do you think? That is the 7-match ban too much?
It's too much. That like it's. I mean, it's too much. Come on. When ordinary what do you call it? Somebody committing what do you call it? For the case of what's his name? Uh ordinary drug test, like people that go for drug tests, right? The drug this thing, they don't their fine is small.
Well,
So
Pogba
why are
also
you
was for like
punishing him?
18 months or for 6 years, almost all his career. So
Yeah,
yeah.
the Pogba was supposed to be
Yeah.
for 4 years, but yeah, it
And
has been
Anthony's
reduced to.
betting was almost how many years? So
Thank you.
you can't judge
I,
the
I,
case.
exactly,
No,
each case
Anthony
is
it's
was
more
different.
games
Yeah.
now. Each
each
case is
case
different. This
each
case
case
is
is
a
different.
case of
Yeah, I think
racial slur.
yeah, but my point is my thing is that first of all, Son has forgiven him. The stuff has been and this stuff didn't. Another thing, another caveat we should tell them that this is not a new development. This thing happened, I believe, 2 years ago or so.
Yeah,
It
it doesn't
happened.
matter when it
So
happened. The
it's not
punishment
something.
is now.
It
No,
doesn't
I know.
matter.
I'm just saying. I'm
There's
just saying.
probably a
Like,
reviewing and
I
all
just
this
want
stuff.
people to know that it's not new. Like, it's not something that just happened. It happened, I think, 2 years ago, and it was a big media storm then. I even thought the case had been done.
So if
Apparently,
you kiss somebody 10 years ago, you
no,
shouldn't
no.
be
But
judged
there's a
now.
statue of there's a
There's
statue
no
of this thing.
statute.
I remember.
That's is
Even
a
when
crime.
the
Is a
story was
crime.
brought, they said they were investigating and they're going to review in at a
Yeah.
future date. So
Yeah, but my own seven games seems harsh. I think 3 games should have been fine, and already they're fining him 100K, which is a lot too.
Yeah,
So I
it's not a
feel,
lot for him as a player.
bro, you don't know. Like some people say, you don't know how many people
He's
he's
not a
sponsoring.
lot.
You don't know how many people he's
Forget the
now
sponsor.
under his
Next time
care,
he'll know how to speak and watch his behavior outside. That's what they're
which
trying to
is
set.
yeah,
which he has learned.
The match ban is not okay. Like it might be a bit too much because let's say okay, Tottenham has dealt it within
They have.
without letting us know, right? So I think 7 games, they probably would have just fined him money. That would have been okay.
No,
Or
I don't
maybe
mind. You can ban him
just
for some
three
games. That's
match
fine.
ban or something.
But
Just to
7 is
set
too much.
they have to set that stuff. Otherwise, if they don't set it, somebody else is going to do it. How much is 100K? Somebody will pay the 100K and do what they want to do. So
Yeah, I
they have
think
to
it's
do it in such
just
a way now it's gonna cost the club. So next time if somebody does it, the club knows who to hold
yeah.
for the distance. That's
it's
what I
just I
think.
think it's just a case of the EPL trying to be too, I don't know, be in the news or something, because 7 games to me sounds too
Well, for
harsh.
me, 7 games is not enough.
It's,
I think 7 games it should be more because 100K is probably 1 week wage.
1 week
1 week
wage,
wage.
that's
That's
what I'm
not
saying. It's
punishment
not
at all.
even much.
Him going to go to a
That's not a
class,
punishment.
go and attend class and say, "Oh, you shouldn't be saying this." Know the difference. Respect. How many minutes class is that? 7-match ban is actually too small, right, to set a precedent. But once you've done 7 games, it means that the next people are going to be facing harsher punishment. As Judy is saying, you have to set a precedent that you can't tolerate this because all these players will come like when they're doing the no to racism campaign, kick it out. They're the ones that will be, on the TV ad, and then they're still perpetrating this kind of action. So they have to set an example, whether being too woke or something has to be done. And yeah, 7-match ban is appropriate. If they appeal it and bring it down, so be it. But they always have to start with the harsh one, and then maybe after they
I
appeal,
think they'll
bring
bring it
it
down.
to 3 or 4 things like that. But anyway, that's what I think. Yeah. Any other trending thing that we should touch on before we go into the?
I wouldn't really call it trendy, but mine is just about this Champions League format. Because I was looking at it the other day. If you guys notice, most of the usual big boys are struggling in this new format of Champions League. Like they're mostly in the what do you call the second tier, which is the knockout, the qualifying round. So what do you guys, is it a good thing for the Champions League or not? Does it give you any indication like
No.
Does it mean anything or it doesn't mean anything? Or you think they'll be still come back to top 8?
Right. So for me, I'm going to say the same thing I've been saying the last 2 weeks. The players are tired. The players in the top teams are tired. Fatigue is hitting them. They've been playing too much football since like 2022. Like Euros to World Cup to EPL to international competitions, and
But Liverpool is
every
top now.
3 games or 4 games. Yeah, but okay, take Liverpool aside. Liverpool is the odd one out. Real Madrid players, are they playing well? Real Madrid, are they,
Monaco players. Monaco has players in
I don't
the
think-
league.
wait,
I don't think Madrid is a
you're going
game.
to give me one example. I'm going to call.
I don't think Madrid is a thing of tiredness. I think it's more of the
Okay. What
fitting-
about Man City?
fitting of
What
the
about
team.
Man City?
Man City will still qualify. That's
It's
my
not
own.
about what.
That's
I know
all
they will all still qualify.
No,
They-
no. To
they
me,
will qualify, but
the
the
reason
thing
why I
is,
feel this is
they're
different.
dropping levels. They are dropping levels.
Yep.
Let me to
Like
me,
I was saying to
why I
Sean
feel like this.
last episode, like Brighton is outworking Manchester City players. Sporting Lisbon players are outworking Manchester City players. Right? The El Clasico, Real Madrid boys, as the Barcelona boys, were like outrunning, outplaying,
But if you watch,
everything Real Madrid.
if you
Right?
watch Brighton have always been workaholics.
But even
from,
in all of that,
But they play less.
They don't play as
play less.
much. That's in they don't. You can't outwork City. You might have the possession. They give them possession. That's it. That tactic is different from outrunning, outpacing, outmuscling, and stuff like that.
What if
Because to me, the way I see this Champions League is that, unlike before, most of those big teams were in groups whereby they were playing inferiority. For instance, Madrid can be in a group with maybe Shakhtar Donetsk, SC20, and so they know that whatever happens now, they're guaranteed to qualify. But now it's not like that. Imagine this. Remember, they still have Liverpool to play. Madrid still has Liverpool, and I believe they have I think Atalanta as well. So these games are
Yeah,
tough.
but that's why my argument I would think stands, because they've not yet played those guys and they're already tired. They're already dropping. They're already low. If you say they have played those Atalanta and the Liverpools and then they are down in points, I will say okay, is the Champions League format. But for me, I just think the players are playing too many games. It's no surprise that most of the top teams did not send their players to international duty so they can rest, because there's no more international break. There's no, like, EPL don't have January break this season, so they're playing every 3 days. Every 3 days from now till March.
Most leagues won't have, because remember Champions League continues in January. So even the German teams are usually going to break, they will go, but they will still have to play in January.
Yes, but EPL players are not playing. They're not going on any break, because League Cup is continuing. FA Cup is going to jump in as soon as these guys disappear.
French League, German League.
Yes, if you look at the fixtures now,
can't go on break
from now to Christmas days, every 3 days there's a game. Every 3 days there's a game. Like, these players are no robots, and if people are not rotating enough, obviously legs will be tired. I know Manchester United players, apart from Garnacho, they don't go international break. So
but the challenge is
Rashford is out of my mind.
the
Like,
challenge is also them generating revenue, right? That's what they're looking for. The more games, the more revenue. So I don't know how. Mine is more like, maybe we can look at intensity. I want to say, because we, as a footballer, professional footballer, you probably have, in a busy week, you probably have like 2 sessions of training, 2 days like training. In a less busy week, probably 3 or 4. I don't know the schedule, but I'm saying,
yes.
but I recover in between. So for me, it's a tough one, but I feel like if your body, when you get older, your body might not be able to recover quickly. But
to me, that's what I think is happening with City players. They're just older, that's all.
I think they also need like fresh legs that are good. That's one.
That's the key point.
2,
that
they need
good.
something. they need something to fight for. I don't feel like they are fighting. They feel like they've won everything, and there's no zeal. And they might also be. Might just be them being laid back. Oh, we'll catch up later, and we're here bothering about the tactics, this thing. It's just them thinking, oh, we'll catch up later, and they'll play that way, and it keeps happening every week, not dealing with the rot. And Pep being an overthinker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Johnny Boy mentioned Liverpool earlier. Remember, Liverpool always do this every season. They'll run. By February, March, they will drop points. Right, last season, I think as at March, they were still 8 points at top of the league, above everybody. In the space of 3 weeks, they were like below. They finished 7 points below Arsenal. And the thing is, the players, the fatigue is going to catch up with them at some point. So it's either they're doing what Jude is saying in terms of
but that's
they're
why
saving energy now and catch up later, or they'll run, burn themselves out, and then they'll fade later. Either ways, I don't know.
That's
But
why
I don't.
it's on
I
the
give
coach to
Liverpool.
rotate.
I give Liverpool an exception, right? The reason why I give them an exception is one is a new coach. So Liverpool started impressing with the new coach. Like the new coach wants to, everybody wants to board. They are already like professional, like top athletes in Liverpool, like very disciplined, organized on that club. But now you look at it in the case of, aside from being that, look at their gameplay. You hardly see overlappings. So I think they kind of drop Salah, don't come too back, like stay beyond the midfield, like around the midfield line. So they send the ball to the wingers. So they work with their midfielder, either their DM or something, Gravenberch or the other guy, and they send it to the wing. So everybody is now moving, like countering the same time. You know how?
Yeah, there's also like Gaga press under this guy.
Under
They
this
don't do
guy.
Gaga
It
press
just
like
lets those people at the front to press. Then the other guys will now start coming up. But when they are defending, they start defending from midfield. That guys will start dropping back a little bit to midfield. I don't see them tracking too much. Maybe one exceptional cases, you might see somebody that just run back. So I think their legs are still fresh, and I'm doubtful. New manager bounce, and I'm doubtful they're going to get an injury. That's the main. They need a key injury for them to slump.
Okay.
And I'm just doubtful that they will need one. They need one. Right. They need one or two because we need like two key players. One in the defense, one in the attack. That's fine. Then they can start sinking goals.
Yeah, I don't think
what was causing them to concede goals also was, when I looked at it, you see that this their keeper is not as good as Alisson. So
no, but
very good.
But they along with City, they have the two best number twos in the league. You know that, right?
No, they have the two best numbers, but I'm saying like compared to Alisson being in that post, there are some goals he considered.
That's why it's number two now. That's why it's number two.
That's what I'm saying. He's their weak point now. But nobody's figuring that. Everybody wants to tap ball.
He said them against Leverkusen, bro. Did you
he can make some saves. They get used to messages. They get used to sell us when we play area ball. Another two big saves. I don't understand. So you cannot count Olala as it makes sense. It doesn't mean they work best. The thing that is covering him now is the same thing that was covering Onana in Inter Milan. You have a great defense, a great team covering you, so you won't show. Take him to Bournemouth, you concede like 5. I'm telling you, he might have good saves and all the stuff. See Lunin too, that did well last season. Now he's considered drinking goals like as if he's Gary. So
because somebody's defense is not good any longer.
But yes, it's not the same defense I played last season.
No, a little bit better last season.
It's, in terms of form,
Kabaya was there last season now. He's not here this season, remember?
He's injured now.
So
one person, this right wing, the goals are coming from left.
Like you said, it's an important call in the defense. With City, I don't see it's because of they are old. Like Gundogan is 34, De Bruyne is 33. Like it's just old legs that's worrying them. That's the problem. I think what City needs to do now is get younger. If they get younger, they will come back to their best.
We'll speak again in February, March. Those old players will come when they come alive. Let's slowly go into our preview and prediction for the weekend games. As usual, we like to preview the big team, this big 7 in quotes games. We'll start with the first game of the season of the weekend, which is Chelsea Leicester City at home. So Leicester versus Chelsea. Jude, what's your prediction? And
who's playing? Who at Chelsea?
Leicester City, Chelsea.
Who's home?
Leicester at home.
Leicester is home. Chelsea, please. Chelsea 3-1. Make me 3-1. Chelsea.
Yeah, I think Chelsea will also want to bounce back. They drop points against Arsenal, and they're playing well this season. So, yeah, I think 2-1 Chelsea. Leicester will be a tough opposition. They're at home. Come on, I know Steve Cooper looks like he's kind of lost of ideas at this point in time, but they're at home. So
they lost to Man U 3-0, Arsenal 4-2, back to back. I think Chelsea's attack will like kind of outpace them, and the thing is that Leicester plays. They might just scrappily score 1. Chelsea will probably score like 4. That's what I'm thinking, but I'll give them 3-1.
It's time for Ndidi to find a new club, but that's a different conversation.
I concur with everything Jude has said. I believe Leicester will score because they're home. What I'm thinking now is how many goals Chelsea will be able to score. I go with 3-1. Yeah, I go with 3-1 as well.
Okay. So we go for the next one will be Arsenal Nottingham Forest at the Emirates Stadium. This one, Arsenal need to start. Yeah, they need to break the hoodoo of four games winless. Right, they've had a break.
For the past 1 month, man,
Yeah,
no way.
they've had a
Bad
break.
month.
The annoying thing is that it's Nottingham Forest.
It's
That's
very
I wanted to
annoying.
predict Arsenal
Yeah.
win. Then I look, it's Nottingham
The
Forest.
last two,
It's a very decisive
the
game.
last two times we played them, it has been 2-1. That's the like overall.
Now that they are better.
Yeah, we are basically on the same point as well, like 19 points each. They are fifth. We are
This
fourth.
guy is making them play like the way they were playing when he was coaching Wolves. That's what is making it not
Yeah,
for
I
us.
just think
Like,
he wants to gather all the points now, so that if they drop form later, at least they've like had enough points to keep them in the league.
they're probably going to Europe the way they are
Yeah,
going.
so
I go
for
to
me, I'm
Europe.
predicting 3-1 Arsenal, and that's my prediction.
I go with 2-1, the regular scoreline that I've been going with.
Fair enough.
If we're at home, the only reason why, that's the only reason.
Arsenal cannot keep
But
a clean sheet. We all know that. That's the
At the
problem.
Emirates,
They're like
especially.
Man City. They cannot keep clean sheets. I don't know why.
one. I don't know if I should go with 1-1 or 1-0.
To who? 1-0 to who? Hater. Yes.
It's in between at this point. It's like you are not confident enough to give me the win. I supported you guys against Chelsea. You showed me that.
But I told you that they were not going to win
Chelsea.
Chelsea now. I told you.
No, but Chelsea and Nottingham Forest are who is like stronger this season. Nottingham Forest is stronger, so it's going to be like a tough one.
At the
That's
same
why-
level, Joe. It's not. At Chelsea not third.
That's what I'm saying. Like Chelsea and Nottingham, who plays better? Like for a team, like
Chelsea more
like
expressive.
their defense is that's the other ones
More
are
defensive,
like
yeah.
defensive and counter. So it's going to be tough. Like I'm scared that what happened to Liverpool might just happen. That's the problem. You might just be struggling. I know 1-0. I want Arsenal to win, but 1-0 Nottingham Forest.
I knew that's where you're going.
Actually 0-0.
Wow.
0-0.
You didn't even have faith. Trossard is injured though. So you
0-0.
play better.
That's why I said 0-0. I think you guys, Saliba is back now, so your defense might be okay.
Yeah.
Except if you
0-0,
guys
okay.
decide to do something.
We won't
0-0, that's fine.
So Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace at Villa Park. I'll start with this one. The boys have had a rest. Their usual score 3-1 to Aston Villa. Crystal Palace are playing rubbish at this point in time, you know. So maybe their manager is on sack watch. I'm sure
He is on sack watch.
the only time I think the only game he won was Tottenham, isn't it? So far,
Yeah.
So it's on sack watch. So 3-1 Aston Villa. That's my prediction.
Mine will be 2-1 Aston Villa.
And then Johnny Boy, what are you going for?
2-1.
I go with 2-2. Crystal Palace Aston Villa 2-2.
Wow. Who is scoring their 2 goals?
Because I remember they played them in the cup,
Yeah.
and Aston Villa Crystal Palace beat them last season away.
This season they're struggling.
That's my fear.
They sign new people.
They beat them in the cup. They beat them in the cup. They beat Villa in the
Yeah,
cup.
cup is different though. Like it's a one-off game. Players who Crystal Palace went to got to semi-final of the League Cup under Vieira. In the league, they were still shit. You know, like for me, I don't use cup to judge.
Like you said, he's on sack watch, so he'll I expect him to motivate his players. So
Okay, no.
2-2.
Then the big one on that day is Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester City.
Oh, that's on Saturday
yes, at the Etihad. Manchester City are not on form. They're also winless in 4 in all competitions, I must add. Winless in 4 in all competitions. Tottenham are hit and miss. Their last game, they lost to Ipswich Town. You know, so, and this time they're going to the Emirates. High line, as usual. Bentancur is not there. Not that he's played well anyway. What's your prediction? Let's start with Jude then.
City to win. I don't know if I should do 3-1. Tottenham is going to score. So I think a kind of 3-2. 3-2 to City, yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking 3-2.
I'm close to saying 2-0 for some reason. I'm thinking 2-0. But I don't know which people. I've not checked which of the City squad are like the defenders are fit, because that would determine whether
I think
Tottenham
Tottenham will score because of their high line.
Solanke.
That their attack.
Please, 2-0. I'll stick with the 2-1. 2-0 Manchester City.
2-2 for me again.
Another draw. Okay, this guy.
Tottenham also always turns up against City for some reason. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
they always turn up.
Jesus is Lord.
Even their style of play.
So and for the fact that they lost their last game, like you said, they win one, lose one. They're like Man U, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. They lost their last game, so there's a high possibility they might actually win this game or draw it. So I go with 2-2.
I was looking at the Sunday fixture and I just shouted Jesus is Lord.
Good.
Liverpool Southampton.
Yeah, that's the next game I'm going to talk about.
Oh, is that Sunday?
Yes. Southampton and Liverpool at St. Mary's Stadium. I'm hoping for a miracle. on this one. Let the Saints.
The miracle went
the
south.
Saints should go marching in on this game, please.
He went south.
But
they will walk alone though.
I'm predicting 4-1. 4-1 Liverpool.
I think it's
no, but I'm hoping for a tight 1-0 Southampton. But for prediction purposes, 4-1. 4-1 Liverpool.
4-1-2?
I think 4-0. 4-0.
I give Liverpool 3-0.
Wait, they have Champions League, right?
3-0 to Liverpool.
They have Champions League. It might determine what this guy might play, sure. I just give them 3-0.
That's why.
I'll give them 3-0. He might want to rest players because
not 4 again.
3-1 actually, because I think he might want to rest players. If he doesn't rest players, then that's when I'll play 4-0. But they have.
What's your score? 1 or 3-0? Pick one.
Just give me. Actually, give me 4. Those young boys are hungry.
4-0.
Which one are you going for? What's your prediction, Johnny Boy?
I said 3-0.
Okay, 3-0. And then let's talk about Amorim's first game of the EPL, the new era at Old Trafford. Right? Jude, you take us away because it's your team. What's your prediction? What should we expect?
Who's
for me?
Who's home? My
Ipswich Town at home.
I'm going to give them like 2-1.
Them, Ipswich
2-1 or 3.
Or United 2.
No. United 2. They will obviously want to win. But Ipswich, like this change of pattern, I don't think the players will get it quick, right? But they will probably switch back and try to win the game.
So who are you
I
giving?
think 2-1 to Man U.
Okay.
2-1 Man U.
Yes, I'm going 1-1. 1-1.
Because I gave you draw.
No, I'm going 1-1.
I didn't know the funny thing. I was also going to go for draw too.
I'm thinking Ipswich will be riding off the win because the thing is they've been playing well, but they've just not been getting the results. And even at their ground,
exactly.
Even when they played Manchester City, remember? Oh no, when they played Liverpool, like the first half, they dominated.
Same team, Manchester City too. They dominated.
Exactly. So I'm going 1-1 for that one. Just because they are going to fade in the second half, and you guys will come back, and Garancho will do his thing and start running and sliding like a slug.
I go with you. I follow you, Dr. Toes. 1-1. I don't trust this new manager back United.
I'm feeling like somebody wants to replace Martinelli.
No.
We can collect 100 million.
I'll rather take your ex-player Elanga from Forest than come and take Garnacho. But that's a different conversation for another day.
At least he's a scorer. You need to add.
No. At that style, we need Elanga more than Garnacho. Garnacho is too wasteful.
Garnacho holds ball too much, I beg.
Yeah. Let's do one more for good luck as usual.
Newcastle.
Oh yeah, Newcastle. I didn't even look at Newcastle.
West Ham is Monday.
Yeah, on Monday.
No. Oh, Newcastle playing West Ham.
I'll go with,
who's home?
Newcastle at home.
3-1. Newcastle 3-1. It's Monday.
Another sack watch. Another sack watch is on display too. Lebutegi.
Yeah. So you say 3-1 Newcastle. I go with that scoreline as well. 3-1 Newcastle.
Fresh legs.
No, 3-0. I'm going 3-0. West Ham are not scoring. No Kudus.
I go 2-1 Newcastle. 2-1 Newcastle.
Okay.
2-1 Newcastle.
Okay. So there you have it, guys. You let us know as well your own prediction in the comment section below and what you think about David Coote, whether he should come back like Johnny Boy is suggesting, or whether he should be gone
Or it should be
forever,
done for life.
as me and Jude is insinuating. And also, do you think that the 7-match ban, as well as £100,000, as well as some training, is good enough or too harsh? Is it too soft or too harsh for Bentancur? And what do you think about Arsenal increasing the size of their stadium? Please, no Manchester United fans should comment about on this one. Only Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans only. Thank you very much. All right.
Thank you.
And until the next episode, from all of us here at ROP, we say thank you for always liking and watching. Stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.